Yo, karibu sana. My name is Manu and of course hapa hivi niko na the leader ama the head of Vibe Tribe hapa Kenya. President Frank ama former president. Karibuni sana. Franco salama.
Niko salama. My name is Francis Awino. Of course, I'm the leader of Vibe Tribe, the whole nation, and at the same time, I'm the leader Gen Z and youth in the whole nation. I've heard my friend here asking about Vibe Tribe, and I want to tell him that Vibe Tribe was formed immediately I left Bunge la Mwananchi president, and youth felt like there is an essence of leadership that I did show Kenyans when I was the president of Bunge. And to extension, they told me that they marked to an end that essence of Gen Z being called leaderless, hopeless, and all kind of mannerless. And they felt like they need to be structured. And that's when we with youth, Gen Zs, millennial, and formed a Vibe Tribe so that we can emphasize on issues pertaining a common mwananchi, and so that at the same time we can figure out on one common thing of ending tribalism in this nation. And that's why that's where the name Vibe Tribe came from, because we noted the biggest problem we have in this nation, it is tribalism. Now Vibe Tribe emphasized on ending tribalism in this nation. And I always give my example by myself. Having in mind my mom is a Kikuyu Luya and my father is a Luo, means the biggest tribes that brings tribal problems in this nation, there are 4 tribes: Kikuyu, Kalenjin, Luya, and Luo. But if I now give an example with you will find that towards those 4 tribes, I have a blood of 3 tribes, and we have to focus on how we will end tribalism so that we can mark a cure of many problems that we are facing in this nation before we focus on other problems like accountability, ending corruption, job creation, and so many other things.
Okay, my question is this, ukiangalia Vibe Tribe online, baadhi ya watu wanasema this is sponsored party by the part of the government. Others wanasema you get sponsorship from NGOs outside. Yes, we know it's a tribeless party. Do you have any words to justify those information?
I will quote only one person to come with an evidence showing that I have been seen with any politician. I will tell you this without contradicting myself. I've been in the forefront fighting for social and economic justice even before I became the president of Bunge la Mwananchi. The focus on third liberation of this nation is real, and we must make sure that we send these despots home. And the only way we can do that is through we youth coming up together, bringing up ideologies together, making sure that any kind of interest is put aside, so that we can focus on one interest of making sure that the problems we are facing in this nation, we are the only people we can end them. I will say something in addition to that I've been seen fighting the biggest, the who and who politicians in this nation. And there is no way they can fund you when you are fighting for them, or when you are fighting them. It means I'm not being funded by anyone. It's only that I do get my money from my businesses, because I'm a businessman. I'm a farmer. In Nyahururu, I have more than 5,000 laying chickens. I have a shop in Luthuli Avenue. I import electronics from China. I have a stall that I import mtumba in Mombasa Road to an extension in Kikomba. So I'm a business person who believes in fighting for the rights of other common mwananchi. And that's why I feel like what I'm doing right now is the right thing, so that we can avoid this problem, and so that I can make sure that the problem that I was facing when I was growing up, my kids won't find a reoccurrence of those problems. And that's why I'm using my resources to make sure that the problems that I can deal with right now, I deal with them, as we focus on other problems that we can deal with when we come together as youth and like-minded people who believe in the same cause.
You have been Bunge la Mwananchi president for the last 2 years.
Yes.
We have seen you after leaving the job. We have seen you doing charity jobs, attending events, being invited to political parties. How is the experience there?
The experience is not easy, but towards me, I will still say it's easy, because anything that I usually do pertains something that I enjoy doing, and that's why I don't regret either spending my money, my time, focusing on what I believe in. And I will tell you this without contradicting myself, that my experience when I was President Bunge la Mwananchi, it was great, because I intermingled a lot with a lot of people. Some betrayed me, some came up and shown their friendship. I made a lot of enemies. At the same time, I made a lot of friendship. But what is important, every day is a learning day. Even today, I'm learning something that will make me move forward with life, and that will make me believe in what I believe, if it's right or wrong. But what I know and what I believe more is that this country is moving towards the wrong direction, and we are the only people who can right up the wrongs that are being done by the political class.
Okay, ukimalizia, what's the manifesto of Vibe Tribe?
If you could have find me in private place, I could have told you. But right now, because we are in public, na tunajua wazee hawananga ideologies. Sisi kama vijana, we have a blueprint that number one will liberate this nation. Number two will reselect reselect the economy of this nation. Number three, that will end tribalism. We have a blueprint that will cure like 80% of the problems that we are facing in this nation. Shida sasa nikikama up kwa public, hawa wazee kwa sababu hawana ideas, hawana ideologies, wataiba ideas zetu kama vijana, na vijana wataona kama tumewasaliti. And I will tell you something. This year, tarehe 6 mwezi wa 6, we went to Serena na tuka launch a party that was called Kenya Moja. Saizi nimeona Babu Owino na wenzake wakizurura nchi Kenya wakiongelelea Kenya Moja. And that is a good example ya kukuambia our political class hawana ideas. Kazi yao ni kukaa mahali wanaangalia zile ideas zenye sisi kama vijana tunatoa, wanaziiba, wanaanza kukimbia nazo kwa Wakenya. But I can promise you one thing. We have a blueprint that will make sure that we solve the problems of this nation, 80% of them.
Ukimalizia, we still have 1 year only, general election.
Yes.
And you are vocal leader.
Yes.
What awaits you?
I will tell you this without contradicting myself, that the leadership that everyone saw when I was the president of Bunge, and the leadership I'm showing you right now, like Gen Zs, tukizunguka Kenya, wazazi wetu pia wamesema hapana, you are a true leader who needs not to lead the youth, the millennial, or the Gen Z. You still need to lead us as your parents. And that's why, after consulting and deliberating on that issue, I decided that I will be vying for presidency in 2027. Not because hatuwezi toa our despot through maandamano, but because this country belongs to all of us, na tukienda kwa barabara tuchome hii nchi. Hata tukipatiwa nchi yenye imechomeka kama vijana, itakuwa ngumu kuanzia chini. Lakini tukitoa hawa wazee through democratic right, through democracy, at least itakuwa rahisi, kwa sababu zile mashida zenye tutakuwa tukideal nazo sio kama zenye tunaweza deal nazo kama nchi imechomeka kwa ground. And that's why 2027 tunashinda tukiambia watu farasi ni ngapi? 2. Farasi ya kwanza ni KANU. So Kalonzo aache kusumbua watu akizurura. Yeye asimame pande hii kama memba wa KANU, Ruto asimame pande hii kama kiongozi wa KANU, head boy wa sijui opposition wote asimame pande ile kama kiongozi wa KANU, wamwagiliao leaders wote katikati, hao wazee wote washikane pande ile kama wazee, kwa sababu sisi vijana tumejipa, na waache kusumbua kiongozi wao, kwa sababu tunajua kiongozi wa wazee ni mmoja na yeye ndiye amekalia kiti. Wakae wakijua 2027 wanaenda kupatana na vijana, na hao vijana wanaenda kupatana nao ni mimi ndio nimepatiwa baton ya ku make sure tumeng'ang'ana na hao wazee. Na tuta make sure tumewapeleka nyumbani, kwa sababu 70% of the population of this land ni vijana. Na waache kuyumba wakisema vijana hawana kura. Kwanza wa release kwanza IDs za wale vijana IDs zenye government imekataa nazo za vijana wa release, kwa sababu hizo kura zote za vijana na zenye mnaona zikiregistriwa saa hii ni zangu. So 2027 lazima tuwapeleke nyumbani bila kuwahurumia.
Thank you so much guys. My name is Manu. Kuna swali?
Yes.
So my question is about the guys abducted in Uganda.
Yes. Yes.
The government, I don't get anything about him.
Yes.
I tell you one month.
Yes.
So on your side,
I will tell you something about Bob Jagi. Bob Jagi is my personal friend actually, and Oyo is still my friend. Me, I don't have proof. It's only that I've been seeing it in social media that they went to Uganda, wakijaribu kukampenia Bobi Wine wakaabductiwa. Me, I don't have proof, and that's why hamjaniona kwa hiyo struggle. Lakini saa zenye nita prove kuwa wameshikwa na wako Uganda, mimi mwenyewe nitajipeleka hadi Uganda, tusaidiane na Wakenya wengine ku make sure tumeleta Kenya wapi? Nyumbani. Kwa sababu apart from wao kuwa wanasiasa, wao bado ni wakerekoketo. Na hiyo Free Kenya movement ikianza, hata mimi mwenyewe nilikuwa kwa hiyo meza. So Bob Jagi is my friend, Nicholas Oyo is still my friend, hata Bobi Wine is still my friend. Ile season yenye alikuwa ameinvitiwa Jacaranda, if you can remember very well, around 2018 hapo, I was part of the team that invited Bobi Wine in Kenya. So kama Bob Jagi wako Uganda, let us get real information that they are abducted. Me personally, I don't know. Nile nimeona kwa social media.
Have you tried contacting Bobi Wine? Maybe because he's your friend.
I've not tried to, kwa sababu I believe he is busy doing his campaign, and that's why I have not tried to. I believe mtu akiwa kwa shida, yeye ndiye anatafutanga usaidizi. Na kama usaidizi haijakuja kutafutwa kwangu, it means maybe wanaweza jisort na mashida zao ama hawako kwa shida. Sasa zenye nitakontaktiwa niambiwe Frank, mimi ni so and so, Bob Jagi wako kwa shida fulani fulani, twende. Mimi mwenyewe nitaacha kazi yangu, nitaacha kila kitu, nifanye nini? Niende in solidarity nao. But so far as things stands right now, hakuna mtu mwenye ni contact, hakuna mtu mwenye ameniambia. Mimi ni zile vitu tu naona kwa social media. Na towards me, social media zinakuanga na hearsay mingi, na pia zinakuanga na ukweli nyingi. But hauwezi prove until upate credible information na prove beyond reasonable doubt kwa kitu yenye unaona kwa social media ni ukweli. Na pia tumeona wakereketo wakicheza adakadabla nyingi ndio wapate pia pesa. So that's why sitaki kuongelelea hiyo maneno sana, kwa sababu sijui ukweli.
Thank you so much.